How y'all doing? Welcome into my channel. My name is Firestorm Shan, and I'm here to do a reading for Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the North Node. Or I could be talking to a cross watcher. I don't know. I'm going to be working with several tools today. Of course, going to be using the Modern Day Love Tarot here. And so then we're going to move into the messages from the universe. And then we're going to move in the Akashic Records oracles. Then I've got a bonus. I'm going to be using the Spirits Talker to get some messages from the other side. So let's get that pulled up for you. Spirit Talker. All right, session is opening for Libra placements. This is going to be for the zodiac sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and the North Node. We're going to go ahead and get into it. First, we're going to shuffle for Libra. There, your energy. You're pulling up some passionate messages from a Empress, it looks like, which would be a Libra yourself or a Taurus. It's Venus energy. I heard karmic justice. Like you're gonna be dealing with something the next 3 days that's gonna help bring some balance to someone's life around you or to your own life. Okay. I feel like someone is in the hot seat. I don't know what exactly that means, but we'll see. We're gonna go ahead and pull the energies of the strongest zodiac sign that's around you at this time before we read the tarot. So, who is the strongest zodiac sign and what in their energy that is around Libra right now? We are in Lionsgate, by the way. This is a reading for August the 1st through the 3rd, the next 72 hours. So, what is the strongest energy this next 3 days for Libras? We have a Virgo. So, Libra, you are pulling Virgo energy. Virgo is the teacher in the zodiac, a guide as well. Virgos deal with sixth house energy. So, this could be what you do for a day job, your health regimes, your animals, your pets, the daily routines and stuff. Okay. So, that's what you're dealing with, a Virgo or with Virgo issues. Or they're not issues, they're traits. Okay. What's hidden underneath the deck is the High Priestess. Okay. So, Libra, that is a Pisces around you. It looks like an elderly guide, but it doesn't have to be. It could be an ancestor speaking to you in your gut, giving you divine wisdom knowledge on how to bring a karmic justice to a situation. It's very secretive energy, though. You're more like you're manifesting from an internal place of prayer and meditation and just a deep knowing and trusting the source versus taking any sort of action. It's water energy, it's intuitive. You could be dealing with a Pisces as well. It is the opposite sign of Virgo, which Virgo's about the daily routines. Pisces is more spiritual. Okay, Libra. So what's hidden underneath is we're dealing with possibly even a psychic. There is a truth coming through in your intuition. With the Ace of Swords here, your gut is telling you it's time to bring out that truth. We have a Temperance card here. That is Sagittarius energy, tempering your emotions, um, standing in your own personal truth without actually saying anything, staying very balanced. I have it here with the Seven of Wands, Leo energy of maybe being a little defensive or protecting your energy, or at the greatest level internally, you're putting up a spiritual boundary, protective boundary at this time. Inside, you might be reserving your energy to keep yourself very balanced. You do have Michael the Archangel here with temperance, temperancing your passions, your fire, and your water side, your emotions and your passions. So that's, you are saying no inside to something. Your gut is telling you to say no and block somebody, something, or someplace. Okay, we have the star card here, Aquarius, strong Aquarius energy here on the board. You are the star player in this thing called life. And you are to focus on your star, your destiny, your North Node. So this reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. I could be talking to a cross watcher, but in the surface, you're going inwards and focusing on the star player, standing in your truth, pointing the compass to your truth. And that's good. Six of Swords, we have you moving on to calmer waters after some sort of argument. It could have been internal, or it could have been a harsh truth that came through that put it into a situation. Something was causing you some sort of heavy workload. You were juggling a lot of responsibilities, getting overwhelmed. Ten of Wands, and something just got out of control. And this says, a calendar, it says Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but it actually says WTF, like what the fuck. So you're like, what the fuck? Time's up. Dropping the sticks now. It's time to move on to calmer waters and focus on your own truth. Um, we do have double energy here pulling with the Capricorn card. Something that was toxic that was causing you too much to juggle. I see yourself divorcing yourself from the situation. This is the Ten of Swords. This feels like an ultimate betrayal from someone that's toxic, and you know that it's not good for you to be around them. So therefore, you're going to put a fork in it. You're dropping this devilish energy, this toxic person. This person could have a lot of addictions. This person that you're dealing with could be going through a divorce. And so you're being very careful with your words on how you comfort them at this time. You're trying to be a good friend, a good brother, bringing karmic balance and justice to the situation. But you need to know that you are dealing with something codependent, addictions, and somebody's trying to put boundaries, burdens on you, Libra. And I don't see you standing up, do anything about it. I mean, I do see you standing up and doing something about it, but you do it in a very diplomatic way. You speak your truth internally, stand in your power, focus on the number one player, and moving on to calmer waters. Now, what's going on? Okay, the High Priestess is being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Nothing lasts forever, and all that glitters is not gold. And you know deep down inside your gut that time is up on something and the wheel is turning. It's time to keep moving so we don't get stuck on the wheel. We want to end up on the good side of the wheel. We don't want to end up with all these burdens. So on the surface, you are controlling the karmic wheel right now. And you're doing that by using your intuition. And you are calling a spade, saying time is up. The Seven of Wands is being clarified by the Four of Wands. This means that you need to have good protection and boundaries in your home and your marriage if you're married. Especially in your home, you need to protect it and be careful about who you're letting in at this time. If they're bringing in a lot of drama and burdens, somebody might be wanting to move in with you. They think that you are their victory and success. They probably need your help or something, okay? All right. On the surface, we see the Five of Swords. The Ace of Swords is being clarified by the Five of Swords. There's been a lot of toxic arguments. Could be dealing with someone that has a lot of family drama, a lot of mental anguish, a lot of head games, harsh words, a lot of accusations. You see the truth on the inside. Your gut is telling you it's only a matter of time before this blows up because you're over here underneath the surface with the Six of Swords, moving on from the Five of Swords. You're like, I really don't want anything to do with it. I really don't want to get in the middle of your breakup. If you're going through a divorce, I don't want to get in the middle of it. You're keeping your scales very balanced. Star card is being clarified by the Emperor. You are the Emperor. You are the boss of your home, the head of the household, masculine or feminine, and you know how to run your ship, play your cards correctly. You know when to take the queen and the pawns down and when not to. So you're not going to be a pawn in somebody's game right now. You don't want to play chess with them. You're going to take control of the situation in a very, not no bullshit way. You as a Libra are the seventh slice of the pie, which is about relationships and partnerships. And so marriages and business partnerships are going to fall in that category. But your opposite sign is Aries. And so you are standing in your opposite side energy and you're remaining independent and staying out of it and controlling your own home and your own life and bossing it up very well on the surface. So you're being independent of it. You're like, I really don't want to get in the middle of it. I'm going to stay out of it. Maybe that both of these people are your friends. Maybe, I don't know. Temperance is being clarified by the Ten of Cups. Yes, you are protecting your family's bliss and peacefulness and happiness. Um, and you're keeping this Ten of Swords outside of your home, which is good. And that's going to bring you karmic justice. If you let that devil come into your home and you start picking and choosing sides, then those scales are going to go off, and you could be bringing in a tornado, a disaster into your home. So you're doing a good job by saying no, no, no. My happiness is more important. I got to be careful who I let in. I got to have good boundaries. Now, the Six of Swords is being clarified by the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is like no more illusions. You made these choices. You know, you're not in an illusion. Whoever you're dealing with is in an illusion. But you are helping them, give them some options. Maybe you're just being a friend and just, well, maybe you could try this, maybe you could try that, or just, trying to help guide somebody best you can, but remaining neutral. Clarify the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands feels like somebody always needs to, as always asking you for money, or they always need your help. And it's like, time's up. When are you going to learn your lesson? When are you going to grow up? When are you guys are going to stop fighting about this? When are you going to, it's time for an equal give and take in this relationship, not for all the burdens to be thrown on you. What's this devil? Ah, the exposure. So you're exposing this toxic situation to the light. You're bringing it to the light so that it can be healed. Okay, this is the best thing you can do to help this person. Is strong Leo energy, of playfulness and lightheartedness, and just being a gentle messenger of creativity and happiness and playfulness again. So you're trying to lighten the energy by, you know, I don't know. I'm hearing love covers a multitude of sins, and you're really trying to stay positive because that's the most positive card in the deck, and it's trumping the devil card. So you're not going to let it mess with your happiness, your joy, or your family, or your children, or your peace of mind. The Ten of Swords is being clarified by the Three of Pentacles. This is a collaboration of working well together. This is like you probably counseling this couple, either financially, how to build something properly from the foundation up, how to rebuild again, or maybe just how to try to save the relationship if they're going through a divorce. Okay. It takes a team, and you could help some people here figure out how to have equal give and take in relationships. I think you're exposing them to a new level or new perception so that they can get victory and success over the conflict and the drama that's going on in their life. I forgot to push the spirit box for you. I apologize. We'll see if anything decides to come through here, but spirit box session is open. This is for Libra placements. If you have any messages from the other side from the Libras, feel free to talk through this device. We're going to go ahead and get you some messages from the universe. So you are here to bring some sort of karmic balancing to a scale. You have a lot of good advice for people, and you're very helpful. Okay, your message from the universe. The journey wasn't the smoothest or the most pleasant lately, but everything is coming together. Your patience with this Sagittarius energy, your strength, the Leo energy, and your perseverance will soon be rewarded. The wait is almost over. So hold on. Hold on, hold on. So all your good works are coming into place. You are helping someone. You really are. If you feel like it's not working, it's helping, okay? So your Akashic records are telling you to stand your ground. There's something you want to fight for, yet you are choosing to hide instead. Create a boundary and speak up for what you believe in. So this was the underneath hidden energies of the High Priestess. And they were telling you need to stand your ground, speak up for what you believe is true and create a boundary for what you believe in. Next. And you got next that came through. And then you'll see what happens next, I guess. That startled me. Forgot to have the volume up. What's next? I'll turn the volume down. Okay, so those are your messages for Libra. Sorry about the spirit talker box, but all you got is the word next. Closing the session for Libra. Maybe it's like next, moving on to the next one that you're going to help because you've done all you can here in this one, but it is working. You are helping. Okay. All right. Next, we're moving on to, okay, I got it next. Scorpio. Hey, Scorpio, are you there? Can you hear me okay? I hope you're doing well. My name is Firestorm Shannon. We're going to be doing some readings for you today for the next 72 hours, August the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd. We are in a Lionsgate right now, okay? So be ready for the unexpected, fiery, passionate energies with the lion coming around, the Leo energy. So just so you know, I'm going to be working with a few different tools. I'm using the Modern Day Love Tarot. I'm also going to be using the Messages from the Universe Oracle, and I have some Akashic Records Oracle cards. I also have a bonus here. I have the Spirit Box going, so if there's anyone from the other side that wants to speak to Scorpio, they may do so through the device. You already have a few messages and names coming through over there. Some of you guys could be psychic mediums. You're Scorpios, so you might be seeing ghosts, just so you know. Okay. This is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, or I could be talking to a cross watcher, FYI. Don't forget to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node signs. What's hidden underneath is passionate messages that you want to send. Okay, now I think you're softening up. I heard your stingers out. It could be just because it's summertime and it's hot. And the scorpions, they're trying to come in to get cool. And because they like cool places, they don't really love the heat, but they are summer creatures. So I'm always watching for scorpions in the middle of the night. I hate to step on one in the middle of the night, not seeing it, but I've seen them on my counter and in my swimming pool. We have them here in Texas. It's not something we had in Indiana where I was from, so it's interesting. It's a little different in form to me for sure, but learn to respect the scorpion is what I've learned from Texas because everything's bigger in Texas. And they have a lot of biting creatures like fire ants, scorpions, and hornets, and all kinds of stuff, black widows, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'm also going to be working with the Astro Dice. This is going to be the energy of the zodiac sign around you that is affecting you this next 72 hours. Okay. It could be a person or it could just be an energy that you're dealing with. So we're going to go ahead and ask who is influencing Scorpio the next 72 hours, August the 1st, the 2nd, and 3rd. Thank you. A Pisces, another fellow water sign. Interesting. Very spiritual energy. Okay. You know, Pisces energies is psychic as well. Very much so. So you have a lot in common. Okay. So what's going on underneath the surface is we have the Eight of Wands. I believe this is Lionsgate. 8-8 could be important to you. But passionate messages, I feel that you are wanting to send out, okay? It's being clarified by the underneath here, you're tapping into the fire energy of the King of Wands, okay? This feels like a sexual energy. We have a Two of Wands here being at a crossroads. There's so many wands here for a water sign, but it is Leo's Lion Gate. We have Judgment and Temperance. Okay, and we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, okay, and the Seven of Swords. Somebody did something a little sneaky, okay? And you know it. They juggled you with somebody else. They overindulged. Maybe overshared something. You're finding yourself having to really temper your stinger and your emotions because it's Judgment Day. Someone is under judgment for overindulgence, for some sort of shady, sneaky behavior. You're really underneath the energy trying to mutate this passion that you're feeling, but you've learned from past mistakes that choices that you've made in the past that from overindulging and doing something, say, cheating or sexual or even emotional affairs is what I'm seeing. Passionate messages, sexting or pornography I'm hearing, or, somebody's sending messages and they might get caught this weekend. If you're juggling more than one person, uh, that might not work out well for you, because we have the Two of Pentacles, somebody's being juggled, the Five of Pentacles, the bride is feeling left out in the cold, and we have a Fool here, which is like, oh my gosh, I'm juggling. What do I do? I'm going to have to start all over again. And then we have the Knight of Swords here. Somebody could be angry, very upset about this. It could have also something to do with what you do for work. Not sure, but I do have the King of Pentacles here and the Knight of Wands, a workplace affair. Somebody has the potential to lose a lot. I do. Okay, so this is what's going on underneath the surface. We're dealing with Pisces energy, so this person already knows, or you already know. You already know. Your gut's already telling you this. Someone is overindulging. So it's time to make a judgment call. All right, we have Ten of Swords is clarifying the Eight of Wands. So someone here could be sending out a letter of divorce or a breach of contract of some sort, wanting to put an end to some sort of situation. That's not good energy with the divorce decree on the table and the Seven of Swords, potentially because of the cheating and the overindulgence. And I mean, it can be anything from, I don't want to say that. I feel an undercurrent of sexual energy in this reading where somebody really messed up and now they might be looking at divorce. Judgment is being clarified by the King of Swords. So you might be hiring a lawyer, an attorney, to help you litigate this situation, because looks like judgment is on your side, or you want to make sure that judgment's on your side. So you're going to need to get a lawyer. The King of Wands is being clarified by the Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy, fiery energy. Round and round and round and round and round with this. Tired of arguing about it, feeling wounded, feeling worn out, feeling exhausted, like I can't take this anymore. It's too much of a burden. This person has a lot of high sexual drive energy. And you've already got two kids. This person here already has two kids, so the potential, of baby mommy, baby daddy issues are kind of starting to arise in the reading a little bit, you know, and it looks to me like it's an unfaithful masculine, to be honest with you. This is the modern day love tarot, so this is why we're pulling love messages, okay? Temperance is being clarified by the Chariot. Yes. Now, Cancerian and Temperance energy, they go really, really well together. You're taking control of a situation, holding your chin up, moving on with grace and beauty, and with your emotions balanced. And it just is what it is. It's like you've already seen this so many times. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who it doesn't even bother you anymore. You're just tired of it and you're ready to put it into the situation. Like if you feel like you're being used, you are. Or I could be talking to a cross watcher, FYI. The Two of Wands, this is your crossroads. You're being encouraged to choose you, which is self-love, peace, harmony. This is a loving Queen of Cups, very kind and gracious. Just move on in love and keep your emotions intact. Water is important to you. You need to be near water. Spend a lot of time near water so you can alchemize your pain. But I see you getting a lot of peace by the water. It's going to help you, stay in love. Okay. Seven of Pentacles is being clarified by the Hermit. Okay, so you've been, I'm hearing you're going to ghost this person. I'm hearing you're going to ghost this person because this has been going on for 7 years or longer at this time. You turned your back on the situation. You're going within to look at the star player. You're tired of holding your wrist on your heart on your sleeve, on your wrist. Your spirit box is going crazy, by the way, Scorpio. It's got a ton of messages. Yeah, this is your spirit guides. They're guiding you. Sure. Your guides are telling you to turn your back on this situation. There does look like there's some sort of failed investment here. Okay. What is the Nine of Cups, please? The Queen of Wands. You're feeling courageous enough, bold enough, and sexy. Queen of Wands, though, is strong sexual energy. Seven of Swords being clarified by the Three of Wands. Oh, that can also mean the other woman sometimes too, you guys. And the Three of Wands is the next 3 days. So over the weekend, um, you're going to have a knowing that you know that this is going down. And I think you're going to be ready to make your final decision to walk away from this failed investment. What is this messages from the universe, please, for the Scorpios? If you're feeling stuck in any area of your life, whether it is in a relationship, a job, or just a situation, ask yourself, what is stopping me from leaving? Yes, leaving is scary, but sometimes it is the right step to take. Be brave. We are right beside you. So they're telling you just to walk away from the failed investment, whatever that is, if it's a job or a marriage. It looks to me like this is the love deck, so they're wanting to talk about, love. And then your Akashic records, we have be present. You are under you are ungrounded and spend too much time in your head. Something has caused you to retreat in your mind. It is a time to bring consciousness to it so that you can resolve it and start living life more fully again. Yeah. So it's time to listen to that gut and be present and move, let the wheel turn and move on from the situation. Okay. Your spirit box is going crazy, y'all. Like, I'm gonna have to stop it, the spirit box session for Scorpio, because there's so many messages here that I'm gonna have to go look into the file and read them because you can't scroll up and down. So I broke my fingernail and I use it all the time because it's so much easier to type. Messages for Scorpio. Okay. We have you see me. So some of you guys can see spirits. We have crying. The name Edwin. He doesn't like visitors. Sorry, he doesn't like visitors. Brave. I'm very shy. Hospital. Grandfather. I'll prove I'm here. Archibald. Gertrude. Insight. Doreen. I do not understand. Please go left. I want to I want you to see me. Do you understand? Touch. Dangerous. Misery. We're still here. Concern. I'm here next to you. Bones. Real. Burn. Inspiration. Draining. Pain. And he shouts. A lot and lots and lots and lots of interaction there for the Scorpio. So, um, surely there's something there for somebody. If this is your story, leave me a comment, reach out to me if you need a personal reading. Um, just leave me a message in the comments with your email and I'll reach out to you. Or you can reach out to me at firestormshannontarot@gmail.com. Alrighty, session's closed for Scorpio. So we're moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, let's see what's coming up for these guys, gals. Bye. Sagittarius, baby, are you ready? It's your turn. My name is Firestorm Shannon. I'm going to be doing a reading for the next 72 hours, August the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd this weekend. We are in a Lionsgate right now in astrology, strong fire and Leo energy. Sagittarius, you are a trine with the Leo and the Aries, fellow fire signs. So we're going to be working with some variety of tools today. I'm going to be using the Modern Day Love Tarot. These have been pulling out love messages. So this is going to cover just the next few days. We also have messages from the universe. And I have a surprise voice phenomenon spirit talker box that we're going to get messages for Sagittarius from the other side. You can speak through this device if you have messages for Sagittarius, and we will read them at the end of your messages here, the reading. All right, I'm also going to be using the Astro deck. Astro deck? I do have an Astro deck. I don't know where it's at right now. Interesting. Astro dice. I'm only using the one that has the zodiac signs on them, all 12. That way I can see what is the strongest energy around you this weekend. What is influencing you the most right now? The energy or the person? What does that look like for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, I did receive a channel message for you, and it was just basically just to stay focused on the prize. And I know that you are the archer, the warrior, and they're just, I think, encouraging you to continue, being faithful and staying focused, on the prize. What is it you're looking for? Keep your eye on the prize. Okay. Sagittarius, who's affecting your energy this next 3 days? You have Pisces, water sign. This is your intuition, spirituality coming to the forefront. You might find yourself really having spiritual downloads, dreams. You could be dealing with a Pisces person, family member, a passed on loved one, a coworker. Sagittarius, this is a water sign. The Pisces is helping guide you by using your intuition so that you don't miss the mark. Okay. So shuffle for Sag, one more shuffle for Sag. We're going to look at the bottom of the deck and see the hidden energies, what you're not showing the world. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. I could be talking to a cross watcher. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and your North Node and the other readings I have released today. So what's going on underneath the surface? Page of Swords. Learning something new. Keeping your eye on that prize for sure. Somebody could be spying, or you could be spying. Spiritual eyes. King of Swords. These are communication messages. We're in a Mercury retrograde right now. There's that High Priestess Pisces, that the energy report. This was just going on behind the surface. 7 of Cups. They're giving you some new ideas. You're going to be receiving some spiritual downloads and messages. Okay? Spirit is going to be communicating with you. We have the 2 of Pentacles. Spirit sees you juggling and is trying to show you some options. Or we're in Lionsgate right now. You could be dealing with a Leo as well, or we're just dealing with the energy of Leo here. We have a Queen of Wands, a feminine Leo. We have the 6 of Wands, victory and success over some sort of inner turmoil or drama. And then we have the Queen of Cups, and that is the Queen of Love. So you have the Queen of Fire and the Queen of Love. Sagittarius, it's important to keep your life in balance. Your intuition is telling you that you got to make time for passion and play in your life. This is going to help keep you emotionally stable and happy. All of these people are smiling in this deck. Very childlike, willing to learn something new, willing to listen to this message. Yes, I'm open to the new ideas and opportunities. Okay? We're going to clarify what's going on with some of these cards. Now you have the Page of Swords being clarified by the Knight of Wands. That's your energy, Sagittarius. The Knight of Wands is very passionate and fired up. He's a go-getter, gets things done, but can also be very sexually active. He's got a wand there, and he's going out, and he's ready to deliver a passionate message. Now, it's coming out with the Page of Swords, so I feel like there could be some watching or spying going on. 7 of Cups can be illusions too, but I read it as options. Let's see. Oh, the Queen of Swords. Uh-oh. All right, Sag. You've done pissed somebody off. You've got the Queen of Ice on your back now because of the 7 of Cups. Okay, so maybe you're playing around a little bit too much with whatever you're watching. It's starting to feel like a fantasy and illusion. The Queen of Swords comes in to bring clarity. So there is a little passionate message of truth coming through about playing around or the need to get things done in a very quick manner, to get in and get out, and move forward. The Queen of Swords can be showing you some options, but she's here to cut away any illusions. Okay? What's the King of Swords doing? You have the King and the Queen of Swords here. Four of Wands. So the King of Swords is very diplomatic. He is more interested in keeping the peace in the home. No arguments. He likes intelligent conversation. This looks like it does involve your home or a marriage. Being very diplomatic in that area. The Queen of Swords is not putting up with any kind of silly immaturity is what I'm picking up on. In and out energy, unreliability. No, she cuts that shit out. Okay. What's this Two of Pentacles that you're juggling? Okay, here we go. We're at an impasse. Yeah, I was sensing some little trouble in paradise. Okay. That's why they're saying keep your eye on the prize. These look small and minor. Just because you're juggling, you could be having some disagreements about finances, illusions about what a marriage is supposed to look like, balancing each other's needs. It's important. These two here are got their backs turned to each other, so it's not a happy ever after relationship. The woman, the feminine, is upset and angry, and the man's the one that's pulling off with diplomacy. But you're at an impasse, and you're juggling something. What's the High Priestess? Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, but it can mean overindulgence. More Pisces energy. The shadow side of a Pisces is they can overindulge. They can really be known to be heavy drinkers. So that's something you might want to think about. The Queen of Wands is being clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. So this person is begging for forgiveness. I am so sorry. So yeah, I do see where you are realizing that some of your behavior in the home has been inappropriate and has caused you to your significant other, your partner, your spouse, to have arguments and disagreements. It does have to do with you knowing when how much to overindulge. Watch her drinking. This is what I'm hearing. The Queen of Wands is here to remind you of past lessons and how she's not going to be putting up with this disappointment, disappointing behavior. Okay? She's enough. So you've got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands, and they're not messing around. They're not going to take it. They're not. What is this Six of Wands that's being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune? This is a long time coming, I hear. It's been time to move on from this drama for a while, and even now you're doing it. You're making the conscious choice to stay on the wheel of good luck in your life, not trying to have karmic ties, but good dharma. You know it's time to get victory and success over this impulsive behavior. What is the Queen of Wands? The Queen of Wands is having good boundaries. She's saying, no, stop. I'm not going to let you just walk all over my heart. That's that impasse again. It's a blockage. It's a blockage. The Queen of Love might be saying, no, no, thank you, you know, and she's establishing a healthy boundary because it's time. It's time, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and get your messages from the Akashic. No, we're going to do the messages from Spirit, from the universe. Messages from the universe. Left, right, east, or west. Go west, young man, until you see the truth. Your messages from the universe. I know that you have been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you are good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. The message is here to remind you that you really are more important than capable of doing it. Rise above and take the leap of faith. So, your message was focus on the prize. If you're struggling with addiction, you can overcome it. You can, but be prepared for healthy boundaries to be established around you. It's protection. You're being protected. Okay, Akashic Records, what do you have? Reach out. You've isolated yourself and are trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help. So reach out to ask for support at this time. So if you need help breaking free from a toxic pattern or an impulsive behavior or just something kind of childish or a little reckless, reach out for help. You can do it. You can do it. Okay? You have not because you asked not. Okay, so we're going to read your messages from the other side and we're going to close out this reading. Okay, we have Mummy, Mummy, with a bullet. We have 12. We have Walk Back, Poltergeist. I'm finding it difficult. God, Bastard. Patience. Surprise. I'm in my 40s. I'm over here. Okay. Spirit Box, thank you for your messages. We're closing out this session for Sagittarius. Goodbye. All right, Sagittarius, that's what I have for you. For the next 72 hours, I wish you all the luck in the world. Good luck. Mwah.